Today we have this 1959 Smith-Corona Galaxie. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. I believe the official color of this is Star Mist Blue. Looks like a baby blue. Has this support arm that flips up and a guide to help guide the paper in wherever you want to put it in. I just got it lined up with the platen here. So feed that into the platen. Platen is your main roller here, and this is your paper bale that sits on top of the paper. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. If this line space gets you back to the beginning, it skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip it back one, this little switch here, and that skips 2 when you hit the line space, one more, and that skips 3 when you hit the line space. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switch from black to red. Just flip this switch down all the way. There's a black, white, and red square. When you have it on black, it hits the top portion of the ribbon. When you have it on the middle white one, the ribbon doesn't go up at all, so it doesn't print. And if you have it on red, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. Very nice typing machine. This is a daily typer, and it will last forever if you take care of it. This is when all the best typewriters were made for casual writers, college students, etc. We'll flip that back up to the black square, so when we go to type again, it prints black. And to pull the paper out easy, you flip this switch down, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the paper out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock or multiple pages. This switch right here, you might not have been able to see that. There's a switch that unlocks the rollers. Make sure you flip that back or else you won't be able to load the next page correctly. I'm going to flip that down. Got a backspace on the left side here. That works good. A shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, you just hit the shift button again. Up here we have our touch control, low, medium, and high. The farther you go down, the more tension on the keys, so you have to hit the keys a little harder, but they respond faster. Tab, so we've got a few tabs set. These are your margins up top. I forgot to say that, but this is where you stop with the carriage on each side. So if you move that margin, it'll stop right there at the end. Same with this side. But we're going to move it all the way to the end so we can play with the tab function. So right now we have a tab set right there. We're going to clear that with the CL button here. And then it slams all the way to the end if you don't have one set. So we're going to set one in the middle with the set button here. And then when you hit the tab button, it stops at that spot you set it. And you can clear it by hitting that CL button. But we're going to keep it in the middle so it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end next time we hit it. MR stands for margin release. So we have our right margin here. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that locks the keys so it won't hit the platen. But if you want to finish a word at the end of the page, hit that MR button and it will allow you to type past the margin all the way to the end of the platen. Open the hood, we got our spools. And all the brand new ribbon is loaded on this left side here, so it's pulling to the right. But if you want to change that direction, there's a switch right here, and you just push that back, and it'll start pulling to the left side. As you can see, it turns this. It'll turn on this side. But if you have it going in the wrong direction and you get to the end of one of the sides, it could jam up your vibrator, make it seem like your typewriter is malfunctioning. So we're going to make sure that's in the right direction. And if you have a malfunctioning typewriter that's acting weird, make sure you check the spools to make sure that it's going in the right direction, or change the ribbon altogether if you need to. We got a carriage release on each side here, and this is a locking mechanism. So if you have it in your case, that's how you put it. You put it in a case and then you lock it like that, and then snug up on the case when you have it in there like that, so it doesn't bounce around and it'll break the gears in there if you don't have that locked. And all you gotta do to unlock it is push the carriage. Well, I guess this one you gotta lift it. So you just lift that up and it'll unlock. Carriage release on this side, and this little lever, if you push it down, it'll disable the spacing on your platen. As you can hear the clicks there, each one of those clicks is a space. And that is about it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.